Hi, this is Lena making Bespoke Craft Designs. I've just decided to turn the camera on. I'm having a play. I'm going to try and make a pocket that is a shaker card. I haven't done shaker cards since my day of making Christmas cards and birthday cards and what have you. But I had some of these pieces of acetate that I would think's come out of a card kit. That one's got a bit of glue on it, so that needs to come off. So my idea is to, when my shaker card bit's on, to have this as a pocket here. But I'm just looking, all I've got, it was a bit of scrapbooking, it isn't even level, but it will be cut down later. And it's got like snow, falling snow on it, so I thought that was ideal. It's got a bit of glue on it, which I don't think really matters for what I'm going to be using it for. So I'm trying to think how I used to do my shaker cards, because I used to glue some bits down so that it didn't all shake to the bottom, but if I do that I'm going to be waiting quite a while, so I might not do that on this one. I might just go ahead and have them all in the bottom, I'm not sure. I was just thinking about it and then turned the camera on. So I've got some bits out on my top. My top's a real mess as usual. So I've got all these little packets of things that I thought I could use, and I've got some darker sequins here. So I'm just going to place a few and just see what they look like first before I go too mad. I thought I had some others that I'd got out, but I think I looked at them and then put them away again. So I'm just going to go with what I've got. I've got some of these pack of every colour, so I think I'm going to look for a few of these. Oh, if I can get the packet open, a few of these silver ones. So I'm just going to put a few of these on here first, and then I was going to put a few of the, oh, I think they're actually pale blue. These are the silver. Oh. Yeah. I am going to actually put an image down here, and I've put all these on before I've put my image on. So there you go. Gone wrong already. I thought I would put just a Christmas tree or something on it, so I'll do that first. Let's get my Christmas tree on. I'm going to put it up slightly because, as I say, some of the edging is going to be cut off, so we'll have that down with some art glitter glue. Just get this down on here. It's a bit lumpy, the glue, it'll make it stand off a bit. I will have to wipe it off around the edge. I mean, if I left it then things would stick to it, but also the acetate would stick to it and it would look pretty grotty, so we'll have that off. Yeah. So we haven't got enough on there, we need some more. So I'm just going to put some. Well, that's a big one. I don't think that was one of the ones I wanted. I think that was just floating on my desk. I want to put some of these little pale blue ones. So I'm going to just cut one corner. Ooh, they go everywhere. And that needs just sticking down with something. And you know, you've got all these tapes and things in front of you, and then when you just want something just to stick them down, you don't just have something. But I've got a bit of washi tape here, which will just hold it for now until I can find something a bit stronger. We'll just put a bit of that on there, then we're not going to have them going all over the desk, apart from the ones that are already flying everywhere, which there's lots of them. I still think that needs a bit more of something else, because it's quite a big area to cover this one. See, I still want something else. Have I got, I could put a few more of those blue ones. So I had some lovely sort of, they're just a bit heavy, those. I've got any others in here. No. No, I don't think so, not of the sequin ones. But I have definitely got lots. Ah, that's what I got. I thought I'd got something else out. These weren't the ones I was just talking about. But I've got some of these bigger ones that I thought I'd try these and see what these look like. I don't know. I don't know whether they're a bit... I'm going to just try a few of those in there just to see. And then, yeah, then the other thing I was going to put in was some of these little flowered ones. And hopefully I can just open the top of this. So I thought those big flowered ones I can take out if they don't look right. They're easier to take out. So yeah, so let's go with that. Yeah, I've added these just because I haven't really got any white going on, and so yes, I think that looks quite nice there. And then I'm just going to put some double-sided tape. I mean, I could have done this first, but then all your bits stick to your double-sided tape, so I tend to do things a bit back to front. Oh, let me just make sure I can't see my acetate piece. Yeah, make sure I've got the right size of this. So we'll do it onto the acetate, I think. So I'm just going to glue down right on the edge of the acetate. I mean, I am just going round the edge of it. As I say, I am going to be putting some bits on the edge as well, you know, as like a border to it. But I like to make sure I get this right up so the beads can't escape. So I just bend it up like this so that the beads can't get out this edge where you're gluing it. That's just how I do it, like that. And then I've got a little bit there, so I'm going to use it and put it there, and then put another piece in. So let's have a look. If it's too big, I just chop it off. So we'll get this right up to there like that, and then fold it back and cut it off. See me in the... Yep. And then I just like to give them a good old rub down. So. And then try patiently get my little tool to do it. I can't mess about with. I've used my tool for something else and I've bent it. I've got a little, like a little hook on the end now. Stupid using it for something else, but I can't remember. I was trying to do something, poke a hole with something that was a bit hard, I think. So, but it still does come in useful for some things. It's just a shame. I will get myself another one when I go somewhere. And our range have them. I'll just get one in there. Right. So let's now remove those bits. So this is exceptionally sticky now, and it's sticking to my fingers. And I don't want my fingerprints on it. So I'm just going to get all these in the middle. And then I'm going to just frame round where my Christmas tree is. then just push these down. And then make sure they still move. Bearing in mind they won't move much in the pocket because the pocket's still, so I want them to look like they're moving, but I just want them to move at the minute to get them where I want them before I get it. I don't want them all in one bulky bit. That's why I like to glue them a bit, because I like them. Now when I did them in my cards, I did them with like a little edge round them so that they had more room to move, but this is more about effect than anything else. So all I'm going to do with this now is just cut this edge down slightly so I've got somewhere to glue on any trims or anything that I want to put on. So I'm just going to leaving a border around the plastic. So they're very effective and very easy to make. So I mean, they're a bit more difficult if you're putting them in a card. I've just found this. I don't know whether I can. It's just slightly wider, I'm not sure. But I do like how that looks on there, and I'd got it out because it's the right colouring. It's just not the right size. I don't know whether I can just use 3 edges. It's been no good for card making because it had got some bits that had broken off it. So when I was trying to get it out the die cut. Now I'm just looking at that there. If I just trim around these edges here just slightly without cutting the plastic, I can maybe get some of this, because it was just peeping out a little bit. So I could get that as a border there, which I really like. I can still cut a bit more of this border off the edge. I wonder, I mean, I used to do this a lot when I was doing the card making days, is just chop a bit off and fit it up, but I don't know whether that's going to work. We can try it. We can try it and see. And make that into, let's have a look, and make this into a border where we want it. Yeah, that would work. Look, if I do that like that, neaten it up obviously, but that would work. Oh yes, I quite like that idea. So let's have a look how much where this is going up. This is going up a fair way into it, so I can cut some of this off. So let's just cut this down a bit. Let's have a look. Oh, can't pick it up. Still need to cut a bit more off these edges, and then see which bits of these I can cut off. Can I manage to? I'm not sure I want to cut that off. I think I'll just cover it. So I'm just going to trim a bit off the bottom. And then what I'm going to do is just trim a little bit closer around this edge, because this is showing. I'm not going into the plastic at all. I'm just going on the card and just making sure the card doesn't show outside this border. That's it. Yeah, because I don't want everything coming out. and I think it's going to have to be double-sided tape again, because it's very difficult to get any other glue to stick down on this. That's just going to have something on there. Oh yeah, that looks really pretty. I'm going to go with that, I think. So let's just have a look. I don't think I've got a thinner one. I've got a thinner one than this, but I don't know whether I've got it at hand. Let me just have a look in my cupboard and see if I have. Oh, it'll be in my other cupboard, but it might not be in this one that's close to me. A new one here. Oh, sorry, I'm making some noises today. I've got a really bad back today. No, just cut straight into it. Oh, something hanging on with scissors as well. So I've got that much stuff in here. I haven't even opened this one. They've been in my cupboard ages. Oh, I don't know whether that's any thinner actually. I was hoping it was, but I'm not sure. Oh, I don't think that's the tape I want. That's a... What sort of tape's this? Oh, I don't know what this one is. This is a different tape altogether. This is like a jelly tape thing. I'm not quite sure what this is. I've never used this before. This sort of dark stuff. It's not that, this isn't maybe why I haven't used it. I've maybe had more than one. Thought, oh well, we'll see if this works. It stretches, so it'll go to the size I want it. Because this doesn't have to be all the way round. I just wanted some bits. So this might be quite good. Oh, that's my husband making some loud stretching noises. I'm hoping when I've finished sticking it to my fingers, it's still going to stick down on here. Hopefully it is. So I don't know what this is. I've never used this. It is a double-sided tape, but it's just a dark one. It's not a transparent one like I've had before, but I'm still going to use it. I'll check whether it works on here. I don't even know if this will work on here. It's very sticky, but we'll see. If I hadn't just put the other away, I'd have probably on this occasion just stuck to that. But anyway, when you're doing card making, you often have to cut your pieces up like this. So let's get this on here, just where I want it, and make sure this is going to stick. I'm going to have to lift it up a little bit just so I can see what I'm doing. Let's have a look. Let's get that. It wants to be sticking to the actual thing and not sticking off it. It's not going to be any good. Hold on. Let's have a look. Let's get it a bit further up. It does stick anyway. It definitely sticks. Get it down a bit. It's this one here that's stuck. right. It's fiddly because what I'm trying to do is I'm getting it to stick on this edge without showing the underneath. I don't want it to show. I want it to be a border and not show what's going on underneath, but then I need a thicker piece, thick enough piece to glue down to. That's it. And then I'll glue the other one on the top. There, you won't see that because that's going to be the inside of the pocket, but I didn't want anything catching. I have just got a little bit there that I'm going to have to just cut around. That's it. It was only a bit. Yeah, so I like that. And then this, hopefully, this piece will just stick down with my art glitter glue because it's going to glue onto the top of there. Oh, that looks really pretty. Oh, I really like that. It's just the little bit there that's going to stick to this bottom that I need some of this. So let's have just a little bit chopped off. Oh, well, I might have to use that a little bit more. I don't quite know. I should think it's just double-sided tape, but it had a red border on it, so whether it was red tape, I don't know. That's maybe this is classed as red, this colour. Don't know. I've had it years, so I look like I've bought it and then never used it because I thought, oh, well, that's not what I wanted. I've just kept it in my stash. But as I've done a clean-up lately, and I've taken some of the stuff that was sort of in a stockpile and was never getting used and put them with my more current things. I am just going to cut around that just a tiny bit. Not a lot because I will be, that's just where I've overlapped these two. So there you go. And then I'm just going to stick these down with a bit of art glitter glue. These edges there, oops, can just be stuck together like that. But this is just the overlapping bit. It's not actually gone on the plastic bit, that. Oh, that looks really effective. I'm really pleased with that. Yeah, that looks really pretty. Right, so I just want something on these edges now. And when I was looking at these, I saw in one of these pockets, look, I've got some of these leaves, and I just thought they would just cover up. If I was to put one of those there and one of those there, I thought that looked quite pretty. That's one option. I've got some bits that didn't get in there. I've got lots of little bits around me that I pulled out of there. I've got some little silvery balls here. They might look quite pretty. Let's see if one of those would cover. Yeah, you see, I think that looks a bit strange just with a ball on there, whereas I quite like the blue leaves. But I'm just thinking these are going to be very chunky. Maybe not, because they're going to be chunky. I'm just going to put them in with my other bits there. So I need a bit of something. Let's have a look at something a little bit flatter. What have I got here? Oh, he's nice. He's just, but he doesn't look right. He's nice, but he doesn't look right. Let's have a look. I've got to have something in here that'll look quite pretty. I've got some of the bling there. Could just put a little layer of bling down there. So that's not quite so, it doesn't stand off quite so much. I've got one of these that's, no, don't like that, that's far too big, far too bulky. Have I got anything just tiny? Oh, tell you what I have got here. Let's just have a look at this. This is a half a snowflake that has broken off. And I think if I just glue that onto there, I think that one's the bigger ones. I think if I glue that onto there, that would look quite pretty. And then I'm going to put just a little bit of bling along there. I think that's what I'm going to do. Right, let's get my album in. My journal. Let's get my journal in. And let's have a look where it's going. Oh, that's that piece for the front that keeps scooting about. Let's just push that in there out the way for a minute. And I think I'm just having a look where I want to put it. I haven't decided. I've put one or two bits in ready to go, and I haven't decided where this is going yet. I thought about on this blue, on this graph paper, I thought about doing it on there. That was one of my options, and my other option was, I don't know, trying to find somewhere. My other option was on this side of here, and I think that's where it's going to go. I think it's going to go on there. Right, we'll just move those out of the way. I think it's going to go there. So what I just want to do now, I've got some coming out of there. I have got one or two that's just escaped. I don't know, that hasn't stuck very well there. Let me just get those bits down. That's it, make sure that sticks down. So what I'm just going to do here is I'm going to glue round 3 sides of this. So this is why I said it doesn't matter what it looks like on this back side, because it's not like in card making where a lot of it's going to show. It's not. So just get that down, and then you've just got your top. I mean, this is quite bulky. It would probably look better as a front or a back cover. I could have done it on the back cover because I didn't know what to put on there, but I also liked the idea of having something interesting in the journal. So just give this a really good press down, and then I'm just going to put this on here on the edge. I haven't punched out those little bits there because I thought I often leave them in. If I'm doing something where I know I'm going to need to put some glue on it, I tend to leave them in till I know what I'm doing, and then it gives you a good base for gluing them down. And then I'm just going to do these bits here with a little bit more. I didn't know where these were going to land, you see, so didn't want to glue them up till I knew what they were actually going on. And then the same with this. This is going to be on the actual page, not on the actual shaker piece. So those bits I shan't glue down because they're onto the plastic. So we should just do that like that. Right, let's get this little, these are quite fiddly because they're really small. So I'll give those a bit of a, just to press them down a little bit. To just make sure the edge is really pressed down so we don't get everything flying out of there. That's it, and then that will be a tiny little pocket with something thin in there because it's not very wide. That this is more for how pretty it looks, but it will make a pocket, and the things still move about in there. I really like that, just something really different. Yeah. So we'll have a look. So just to finish this one off, I've put the little bit of bling down this side and it's well and truly stuck now. So all it needs now is something just in that pocket. It is quite a thin pocket, so I had a little bit of this blue vellum left and I've just stamped it up with some white ink with snowflakes and some text and some little snow bits on it, and that just fits in there really cute. So that's it for this video. I'll be back to you shortly. Thank you very much for watching. Keep safe and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.